The vibrant pulse of Austin's iconic 6th Street was shattered early Sunday morning, March 1, 2026, by a mass shooting that left a devastating toll. Outside Buford's backyard beer garden, a popular nightlife destination, 2 individuals were killed and 14 others sustained injuries, 3 of whom remain in critical condition. The city, known for its lively music scene and bustling entertainment district, awoke to the grim reality of another senseless act of violence. The suspect, identified by law enforcement as 53-year-old Ndiaga Diagne, was fatally shot by police at the scene, bringing a swift end to his rampage but leaving behind a community reeling from shock and grief. This incident has not only claimed lives and inflicted severe physical wounds, but has also deeply scarred the collective psyche of Austin residents, particularly those who frequent the once carefree atmosphere of 6th Street. The immediate aftermath saw a chaotic scene of first responders, paramedics, and police officers converging on the area, their rapid deployment undoubtedly preventing an even greater tragedy. As the sun rose over the Texas capital, the usual sounds of weekend revelry were replaced by the somber sirens and the hushed tones of investigators beginning their painstaking work. The question on everyone's mind, why, and what does this mean for the future of public spaces in our cities? The emotional stakes are immeasurable, as families mourn their lost loved ones and the injured fight for their lives, while the entire city grapples with the profound implications of this attack. The terror unfolded just before 2 a.m., a time when 6th Street was still teeming with patrons enjoying the late-night atmosphere. According to Austin Police Chief Lisa Davis, Ndiaga Diagne initiated his attack from a large SUV, circling the block several times before stopping. He then activated the vehicle's hazard lights, rolled down his windows, and began firing a handgun indiscriminately at people on the patio and in front of Buford's bar. The initial volley of gunfire sent shockwaves through the crowd, turning a festive night into a desperate scramble for survival. Eyewitness accounts describe scenes of utter pandemonium, with people diving for cover, screaming, and attempting to flee the sudden onslaught. Diagne then parked his vehicle near Wood Street, exited, and continued his assault, this time wielding both a pistol and a rifle, targeting pedestrians as he moved east along 6th Street. The rapid escalation of violence was met with an equally swift response from law enforcement. Officers, strategically positioned in the busy entertainment district, were on the scene within a minute of the first emergency calls. Their immediate engagement with Diagne prevented him from entering Buford's or continuing his deadly trajectory further into the crowded street. The tension of those moments, as police confronted the armed assailant, was palpable, culminating in Diagne being fatally shot by officers, bringing the terrifying episode to an end. The swift action of these first responders is credited with saving countless lives, a testament to their training and bravery under extreme duress. As the immediate danger subsided, the focus shifted to understanding the perpetrator and his motives. Ndiaga Diagne, identified as the shooter, was a 53-year-old naturalized U.S. citizen who had immigrated from Senegal, arriving in the U.S. in 2000. While authorities have not yet officially confirmed a definitive motive, the investigation has quickly escalated, with the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force now actively involved. This heightened level of scrutiny stems from several disturbing indicators found on Diagne and within his vehicle. Reports indicate he was wearing a hoodie emblazoned with "Property of Allah" and another shirt featuring an Iranian flag design. Furthermore, a Quran was reportedly discovered in his SUV. These findings have led investigators to explore a potential nexus to terrorism, particularly given that the shooting occurred just one day after U.S. and Israeli strikes in Iran. Officials are carefully assessing whether these elements point to an ideologically motivated attack or a connection to broader geopolitical events. The weapons recovered at the scene, a pistol and a rifle, confirm the assailant's intent to inflict maximum harm. The meticulous processing of evidence from Diagne's vehicle and nearby businesses is underway as authorities work to piece together his background, his movements leading up to the attack, and any potential affiliations. The community, meanwhile, grapples with the unsettling possibility that this tragedy may extend beyond a lone act of violence, touching upon complex global tensions. The ramifications of Sunday's shooting extend far beyond the immediate casualties, casting a long shadow over Austin's cherished 6th Street and its vibrant nightlife. This incident forces a painful reevaluation of public safety in crowded urban spaces, prompting discussions among city officials, business owners, and residents about how to protect such iconic areas without sacrificing their open, welcoming spirit. Mayor Kirk Watson and Police Chief Lisa Davis have both praised the exceptional speed and bravery of first responders, whose actions undoubtedly prevented a higher death toll. However, the question of how could this happen lingers heavily. The community's grief is palpable, with vigils and impromptu memorials appearing along 6th Street, serving as poignant reminders of the lives lost and the innocents shattered. Organizations like We Are Blood have issued urgent calls for donations, highlighting the critical need for O-positive and O-negative blood types to aid the injured, underscoring the ongoing human cost of the attack. Political leaders, from local council members to Governor Greg Abbott, have expressed their condolences and commitment to supporting the victims and their families, while also acknowledging the broader implications for public safety and, for some, renewing calls for policy changes. The FBI's continued involvement, particularly in investigating the potential terrorism link, signals the gravity and complexity of this case. This is not merely a local crime, it's an event with potential national and international dimensions, challenging Austin to confront difficult questions about security, radicalization, and the resilience of its community in the face of such profound trauma. As Austin begins the arduous process of healing, the full weight of the 6th Street tragedy continues to unfold. The 2 victims who lost their lives and the 14 who sustained injuries represent a profound human cost that will resonate for years to come. The investigation into Ndiaga Diagne's motive remains paramount, with federal agents meticulously examining every piece of evidence to determine if the potential nexus to terrorism is indeed confirmed. The presence of religious and geopolitical symbols, coupled with the timing of the attack, paints a complex picture that demands thorough and unbiased scrutiny. For the city of Austin, this incident serves as a stark reminder of vulnerability, even in its most beloved public spaces, yet it also highlights the extraordinary courage of its first responders and the unwavering spirit of a community that rallies in times of crisis. The long-term implications for 6th Street, a cultural landmark, will undoubtedly involve enhanced security measures and a renewed focus on community resilience. The path forward will be challenging, marked by grief, reflection, and a collective determination to prevent such horrors from recurring. As the investigation progresses and the city seeks to understand the full scope of this tragedy, it is crucial for us all to remain informed, support the victims and their families, and engage in constructive dialogue about fostering safer communities. The story of Austin's 6th Street is now etched with sorrow, but also with the enduring hope for healing and justice.